Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to go through how I made a recent doll. She is called Achaea the baby hippocampus and she is available in my website shop at creaturesofnat.com, so head there if you want to find her in my shop if she already hasn't been adopted. Alright, so for this doll I used a resin cast that I originally sculpted for a baby unicorn, and it's kind of like I went for sort of a donkey kind of look for the unicorn. So it has like a bit of baby features, baby donkey features I guess. So I wanted to make a hippocampus but a baby one, so I thought this one would be really great to use as the head sculpt. So I'm just casted it up in resin and I am now painting all of the bits that need to be painted. I'm using a black acrylic paint from the brand Armature, and then I'm going to go and do the eyes in this Lumiere paint by Jacquard, and it is a nice purple colour. Highly recommend these paints. I can do like a swatch video of all of the Jacquard paints that I have if you're interested in that, if you have these paints in your area. I'm happy to do that, so let me know in the comments down below if you would want something like that, so it will help you choose which colours you want or find the colours or even want to buy them. So yeah, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. So for this doll I'm going with a painted eye, and I just have a pretty standard painted eye technique that I usually do. And I do have a video about that on my channel, so you can probably find it on there, just the painted eye tutorial. I'll try and remember to link it down below, but if I forget and you can't find it, let me know in the comments and I can link it in the description box. Also, if you missed my primer video, that went up before this one, so check that out if you want to know what I prime my resins with, so that will help you out a lot. So for this doll I had two sort of thoughts that I wanted to do. The first one was using resin pieces for the fins, so I tried a few different techniques using some paint and some transfers, which I was pretty happy the way it turned out. I liked the effect that it gave it, and just the kind of different look that it gave, but it just wasn't going to work for what I wanted it to. And I also trialed the hooves, the front hooves, as a blue colour, but I wasn't happy with that colour either, so I ended up just going for like a white pearlescent colour just to match the rest of the body. So I thought the blue would be too full on for this particular doll because it's very soft, so I went for white instead of blue. Alright, moving on to the faux fur, and this is what I'll be using. It is a short pile, it's not really a fur, it's kind of like a plush fabric, but it works really great for things that you want as a short fur. And I draw out my patterns and I'm just going to cut them out now. Okay, so with all of my dolls they have a backstory, so right now I'll go through the backstory of Achaea the baby hippocampus. The hippocampus is a thought to be extinct mythical creature with the upper body of a horse and the lower body of a fish or a mermaid. In ancient writings, it is said they have come in a variety of colours depending on where they reside. The colour variation usually matches the seascape in which they live. It also describes a feeling of a powerful aura when in the vicinity of the creature, almost like a magnetic pull. One day a baby hippocampus appeared off the coast of the white tribal lands, Ankh. This baby has a white body and an iridescent tail and fins. In ancient times, the hippocampus used to range throughout the oceans of the world. They hadn't seen one for hundreds of years until the sighting of Achaea. Right, so what I've just done is I've sewn up my pieces on the sewing machine, but I've actually left the back end completely open. This is mainly because it is quite a small body, so it makes it really difficult to thread it through on itself. And I've also left the legs open, which is pretty standard for what I do, so I can turn it inside out or the right way around, that is. So I'll just end up hand sewing the rest of it, and I also wanted a bit more definition to the body, so hand sewing made it easier to do. So for the tail, I'm using something a bit different here, and it is like a sequined, reversed sequin fabric. So it is a nice whitey pearl pink colour on one side, and then the other side is like a silver glittery kind of thing. It gives it a nice effect. I've never used a fabric like this before, so it was kind of exciting to try something different. So this is what it would look like. You can see how it matches really well with the white fabric as well, and why I painted the hooves a white colour instead of that blue, because there's just nothing really matching that blue. So yeah, I'm glad I did the white hooves as well. So what I did something a little bit different as well. So I haven't done a two different type of fabric like this before either. So I made my armature and just threaded it through, attached the resin parts. And if you want a tutorial for that, I have them in my shop on my website again, creaturesofnat.com, and I'll go through everything that I do in video form and PDF form. So right now I'm just sewing up over that polyfill that I used to roughly shape the body using a ladder stitch. I also have a ladder stitch video if you don't know what that is. And it takes a bit of time to hand sew things, but if you're careful and you know, don't rush it, you will get a pretty good result. And once that's all sewn up, I'm going to be adding some fins. So what I did was I used this sort of meshy fabric that's like iridescent, and it sort of matches the sequin body as well because it's got like a pink sheen to it. So I just cut out some rough shapes of how I want the fins to be, and I sort of glued them on, decorating the body. So as you can see here, I glued them on to the where the scales and the fur meet, and then I made a tail as well, and I just went ahead and just added a bit more decoration and stuff as well. I also added some sequins to the face as well, and just added some shading, and then pretty much finished. And I'm quite happy with the way this turned out as well. It was the first sort of doll that was different, and kind of went out of my comfort zone with different materials and stuff. Sorry, there's like cats playing in the background with a ball. And yeah, so it leaves it open for adult versions of the hippocampus as well, so I'll probably do that in the future. So like I said, head to my store, creaturesofnat.com, and see if you can find her in there. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any video requests, you can leave it in the comments down below. You can also check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Creatures of Nat, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!